tell me who you are? Because I know you're here. I'm a friend, and I want to help you. So will you let me help you? Please. You can trust in me. I want to help you. Whoever you are.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
I want to help you. So in the name of God, who are you?
Who are you?
You...
I'm from the other side.
What?
The down platform.
My candle. Do you know what you've done?
Yes?
You've blown it out during an important psychical investigation.
Have I?
Yes, and that could be dangerous. Mind the thread there, please. There's another one there. I'd appreciate an explanation.
For what?
Breaking in here and...
You own this place, do you?
No, but I'm in the process of conducting an investigation.
So am I.
What?
Conducting an investigation, a serious one. You better pack up your junk and leave.
When I was here first, oh, no.
Steel.
I've been observing here for nearly 2 months.
Yes?
Anything on the footbridge?
No? Where are you?
The platform, your side. I think you'd better come here, now.
It's my ghost, you know. I located it first.
Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard it. I've been observing here faithfully for nearly 2 months, and that gives me every right.
You have no rights. Not in this. You see, it happens to be more than just a ghost. Now what?
The time of year now.
Late October. Why?
Not here. Not on this platform.
What?
It's summer.
Summer?
Yes, can you feel it? It's a summer night. Can you feel the warmth?
No.
And the air. It's filled with the smell of flowers. And trees. The movement of them. And the smell of newly cut grass.
What time period?
I don't know.
The source?
I can't tell. It's just that it doesn't seem malevolent. The sensation of warmth and calmness.
It is malevolent. It has to be. Sapphire, there are no trees, there are no flowers. There's only you and I, it, and a man.
It's not locked. Who is the man?
Some would-be ghost catcher. He's in the booking hall, busy trying to make contact with what he thinks is a lost soul. Does it feel like summer in here?
No. This man...
What's in there? What's in there?
leads to the reception area.
Reception area?
Yes, this wasn't just a station. There was once a small hotel attached to it. A railway hotel.
How romantic.
$1947.
They still had steam engines in those days.
Why a derelict station?
I don't know.
I mean, why choose this place? It's hardly what we expected.
Depends what it has in mind, what form it's taken.
Or whose form it's taken.
Yes.
Landing. Hotel bedrooms. There are 2 more floors like this.
How many rooms are there in all?
About 20. Only it doesn't seem to have taken up residence in any of them.
You expected to arrive with a suitcase, do you?
No. Steel? There's something happening in here, something changing. Stay there. Watch me.
What am I looking at?
Well, it happened just now, twice. My clothes and my hair seemed to change.
Into what?
It was a light cotton shirt. A straw hat.
Summer clothes?
Yes.
Summer clothes, I don't see them. You smell summer on the platform. I don't. From here?
Yes.
No?
No.
It seems to be interested in you, whatever it is. What did it look like to you?
Human.
Male or female?
I couldn't tell. soil's fresh. It's been newly dug. Chrysanthemum compositae, Geraniaceae, Caryophyllaceae.
Summer flowers in full bloom.
Late October.
Yes.
The man in the booking hall.
What about him?
Does he exist?
He's in there.
But is he real? You said it could take any form. Did you do a spot analysis?
No, you know that's not my territory.
It is mine, then.
Are you playing tricks with me?
Tricks?
Yes, tricks with flowers.
I happen to be a psychical investigator, not a conjurer. So you've seen the flowers, have you?
I've seen some flowers, yes.
On the platform? Well, I shouldn't worry. They won't be there long. They never are. Even if you took some home, they'd still disappear later. I've tried it.
And what about you?
Me?
Are you likely to disappear later?
I shouldn't think so, no. If I didn't make these notes straight up... How do you do?
How do you do? My name is Sapphire.
Oh.
And your name is?
Oh, Tully, George Tully.
Well, I'm so very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tully. Muscular power measured in ergs per second. Mass times acceleration times distance divided by time.
Well, I must say I'm very pleased to meet you.
I suppose my friend didn't bother to introduce himself.
No.
Tissue which by its power of contraction enables movement to be made, either voluntarily or involuntarily. He never does. I'm always having to apologize for him.
Are you? Oh.
Voluntary muscle existing mainly for movement of the skeleton at the command of the will. Do you know, at first he thought you might be a ghost.
Well, I thought he was one.
Blood circulating throughout the vertebrate body, carrying nutrients and oxygen to the tissues. Well, you certainly don't look like a ghost to me, Mr. Tully.
Oh, I'm not. Flesh and blood like everyone else, I'm afraid.
Blood has four main constituents: plasma, erythrocytes, leukocytes,
In other words,
platelets.
it's human.
Yes. Life expectancy of present subject, 57.03 years.
This ghost of yours. Mr. Tully,
Yes?
describe it to me.
What? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, but it's not really my ghost.
It's my ghost, you know. I located it first.
Yes, but when I said
Describe it to me.
That young woman, is she...
Is she what?
Is she a relative of yours or just a friend?
A business associate.
Oh, business, yes, I understand.
Mr. Tully.
Of course, I always work alone myself. Not that I prefer it that way, but it's difficult to find someone compatible, someone... business associate. kind of darkness, that's all, like a piece of darkness, not quite a shadow. Yes, like a piece of darkness.
And that's all you've seen?
Well, it's enough for the time being. I'm a patient observer.
2 months.
What?
You say you've been observing this presence for 2 months.
Approximately, yes. Been with you long?
What?
Your business associate?
Quite a long time, yes.
Good working relationship?
Perfect.
Well, that's a godsend these days.
How long has it been haunting this place?
As far as I can make out, for just those 2 months. From the time I happened to find it. And I regard that as an important, private, and personal discovery. So what's your interest?
I'm here to get rid of it.
But making contact with that ghost, as I have done, and as I will continue to do, is essential.
Not to me.
It's necessary. It's of supreme importance, both to psychical and theological groups all over the... You won't get rid of that ghost, you know, you can't.
He's not just a ghost.
Thank you. But what else can it be?
Whatever it is, it represents a kind of energy.
What kind of energy?
Negative energy. Cranks like you could never understand it. You only increase the danger.
By trying to help?
By interfering. You're still in the dark ages, Mr. Tully.
Am I? Well, at least in my ignorance, I'm sympathetic. At least I know he's in trouble. That he's been hurt in some way. That he needs help.
He?
I just feel that it's a man, that's all, the ghost of a man.
Why?
It's just a... Well, I sense it, I suppose. I accept that it's a man. I haven't seen him, but I just know. And then there's the sounds.
What sounds?
Of the things he carries. Heavy sounds. Well, not all that heavy, but it's as if he were carrying a lot of bulky objects, bags, luggage, things like that. That's why I feel he was a traveler or a member of the station staff. I feel he cares about this place.
He has a weird kind of interest in the place, yes.
No, he cares. And someone who provides flowers has the power to decorate that platform with beautiful flowers. How could he possibly represent danger or evil?
When will you be back?
Tomorrow.
At what time?
Steel!
To continue my investigations
Yes,
about
be
11
quiet.
o'clock. I beg your pardon?
I said be quiet.
What is it?
The platform again. Something changing, something happening.
Tell me.
The flowers have appeared again. And the smell of summer. But there's something else, Steel. There's something else this time.
Can you identify it?
Just a very powerful feeling of hatred and resentment, a strong feeling of resentment. The whole atmosphere out here is charged with it. And that sound, Steel. Can you hear that?
No. What is it?
It's the sound of a band. It's approaching. It's coming here.
Listen.
And I can hear men marching.
Do you hear that?
Be careful, Sapphire.
You hear it?
Sapphire, be careful.
I'm all right, Steel.
Sapphire, leave that platform now. We're in the waiting room. Come here now.
When will you be back?
Tomorrow.
At what time?
Steel!
To continue my investigations
Yes,
about
be
11
quiet.
o'clock. I beg your pardon?
I said be quiet.
What is it?
The platform again. Something changing, something happening.
Tell me.
The flowers have appeared again. And the smell of summer. But there's something else, Steel. There's something else this time.
Can you identify it?
Just a very powerful feeling of hatred and resentment, a strong feeling of resentment. The whole atmosphere out here is charged with it. And that sound, Steel. Can you hear that?
No. What is it?
It's the sound of a band. It's approaching. It's coming here.
Listen.
And I can hear men marching.
Do you hear that?
Be careful, Sapphire.
You hear it?
Sapphire, be careful.
I'm all right, Steel.
Sapphire, leave that platform now. We're in the waiting room. Come here now.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
Sapphire, leave that platform now. Answer me.
It's hot. It's a hot summer day. He likes the sun. He says it makes things grow. It makes the corn ripen. I can hear wood pigeons and bees. It's very hot and very, very still. He's with them, you see. It's their special send-off.
You hear it? You hear that?
Who are you, Sapphire? Who are you?
No passenger trains today. The station is closed to ordinary passengers. The waiting room doors are locked. They're just the girls. Just the girls who gave them.
Look! Look, it's daylight out there! It won't open.
The girls who gave us flowers.
Steel!
Wait!
It's amazing. Really amazing.
Tell me,
It is without life.
an external projection?
No, an after image.
After image?
Yes, it lived once.
To think we're witnessing. It's amazing.
Would you please be quiet? Who were you?
Surely you can see he was a soldier.
Who were you?
Who am I more like?
No. Sorry, but you're dead. Who were you?
At least give the poor lad a chance.
Please, let him do it his way.
You might as well tell me.
Reckon you might as well find out for yourself.
All right. What do you want here?
Reckon you might as well find that out and all.
You see what you've done? You've driven him away. So that's your threat, is it? That poor lad. I mean, is that really your idea of evil?
Yes, it is.
Well, it isn't mine. Please come back. In the name of God, please come back. I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors.
The after image belonged to someone who died during the Great War,
Great War?
1914 to 1918.
Died here? You mean this was a battleground?
No, the send-off was from here. His send-off. Did you hear the train?
Yes.
The women?
Women?
Yes, the ones who once cheered them on their way and made them think that they were heroes.
No, I didn't hear them.
I did. It was something he wanted me to experience, to participate in. Just momentarily. I don't think he wanted to frighten me. He just wanted me to experience it.
Why?
Because those women were part of this place for him. He resented what they stood for.
You sensed that?
Yes.
Was it the same feeling of resentment and hatred you felt earlier on the platform?
Some of it, yes. But not all of it.
So this is where it all started for him. His death started here. Great wars, civil wars, holy wars. You know, sometimes I wonder why they bother to send us here. It's not enough. That amount of resentment, it's not enough. He was a soldier. He went to war. He must have allowed for the possibility of being killed prematurely. It's not enough. You're sure that was the war he was killed in?
Oh, yes. I saw his death. It was something else he wanted me to experience.
Where's Tully?
Waiting.
Where?
In the waiting room.
I'm going to send him home. Then we have to find out who he was. His name, where he lived, and exactly where and when he died. And what his intentions are.
He didn't come back.
No?
And I'm hoping, praying, if you like, that he hasn't deserted us for good.
I doubt that he has.
Because that would be a pity, a great pity. I feel the ghost of that poor lad has things to say.
I'm sure he has.
Things to tell us.
Mr. Tully.
So I've decided to stay on tonight, not to go home.
Have you?
A sort of emergency service, if you like. So no more jokes. I'd rather you didn't make fun of me. I'm not stupid. I happen to realize.
Realize what?
That the pair of you seem to be working along similar lines to me. All right, then, alternative lines.
Yes, I'd prefer that.
I mean, I'm aware of your, well, I suppose your tour de force.
Oh, what?
The way you're able to communicate. Some method of thought transference, is it?
Something like that, yes.
It's very clever. And you obviously have a leaning towards clairvoyance also. Must have taken years of practice. Now, my approach to the supernatural is a much
Tully.
more... Yes?
Do you have any more tapes for this machine?
I have some, yes.
Recordings you've made here during the past 2 months.
Yes. But I'm not giving them to you. You referred to my equipment as junk.
It's still junk. Give them to me.
Oh, no. This happens to be part of a record of my research. Now, I've answered a great deal of questions from you, but you haven't answered one of mine. So, as fellow investigators, a part of my research information in exchange for a part of yours.
Tell him. This much.
This force, what does it look like?
We don't know yet.
And yet you say that it's dangerous, it's evil.
Yes.
Then it can hardly be the ghost of that poor soldier. The man who killed him, perhaps.
No, this force is not human.
But you said...
It simply draws its power from emotional responses of the human kind.
You mean the human soul?
No, I do not mean the human soul. I mean responses.
Like what?
Like hatred, anger, resentment.
You're trying to tell me that this force thrives upon feelings, upon some of the worst human feelings?
Yes.
Of living people?
No. Preferably the dead.
So where does this force come from?
We don't know that either.
Well, you seem to know enough.
Yes.
Now, how can this force use the persona of the dead?
Because the persona lives on.
Where?
In the atmosphere. It only has to be activated.
All right, so where did you...
No more questions, please.
What?
The exchange is over.
It is not. I let your friend have 4 tape recordings. All I've had so far in return is a few hints about how dead people...
Mr. Tully!
Ah, just the man I wanted
The
to see.
first tape on this machine.
Yes?
Had it ever been used before?
No. It's a blank tape. A new one.
Did you check it before you used it?
Of course, I always do.
And
Well, I just said it was blank.
the first and only recording made with this tape was out there earlier this evening.
Yes.
Have you played it back since?
Well, I haven't had much chance, have I?
What is it, Steele?
Listen.
In the name of God, please tell me who you are. I know you're here. I'm a friend. And I want to help you. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Listen.
So will you let me help you? Please? You can trust in me. A pigeon.
That's you moving the machine?
Yes?
You don't switch it off when you move it?
No.
What are they doing?
Making distress call.
Jamie's passed out. The air. Not enough air.
Then don't waste it talking.
How deep are we? At the bottom? Hey? No pumps working, and we're at the bottom. Hey? Tank's full, and we're at the bottom. Right at the bottom.
Don't talk. Save the air.
No, you're not. During an important psychical investigation. And that could be dangerous. And that was picked up?
On the footbridge stairs.
But I heard nothing at the time.
No? Have you ever heard anything like it before?
No.
Nothing like that?
No. Only the sounds of the soldier.
It sounded like death again, someone's death.
Yes.
But where were they?
In the submarine. And yet,
What?
well, our young soldier was obviously from the First World War, and that seemed sort of later.
Why later?
Well, I don't think they had electric pumps for ballast tanks in the First World War. I mean, I couldn't swear to that, but...
I was at the top of the stairs on the footbridge. Tully was at the foot here.
Working my way up.
Working his way up. Try the stairs.
Nothing.
What about the top?
Yes. There's something. Somewhere. It's not very strong. But it's somewhere here.
What are you sensing? Resentment?
No.
Hatred?
Neither of those. It's more like fear and hopelessness.
What's the temperature?
Cold.
That's odd. I've never recorded a temperature drop there. Always the opposite.
Yes, it's quite cold.
Give me details.
It's just cold. Oh, it's a strange sort of cold, like...
Like at the bottom of the sea.
No, the other extreme.
What?
It's like high in the air. The air is thin, it's a high altitude.
But it's still dark.
No, the sun is shining. It's very bright. It's almost dazzling. It's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone, Steel.
Maybe it's all designed to confuse us. It's all a bit of a mixture, isn't it? Bottom of the sea, high in the air, things out of order, out of time.
And the voices?
It has to be the soldier. The main instrument is the soldier, only him.
Yes.
We've seen him. We know this place is important to him. That his resentment started here.
Is that what you're thinking or what you're hoping?
Hoping. I'd rather not have to think the obvious.
That this could be a recruiting ground for the dead.
Yes. I'm going to check the other 3 tapes.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
What's wrong? Will you please tell me what's wrong? Will you please tell me what's wrong?
It's Steel.
Look.
Ignore them. I said ignore them, Mr. Tully. Stay with me.
But the flowers are...
We must ignore that too, for now. Steel?
He seems to be everywhere.
Yes, I know. Steel?
All I want is a chance to try and talk to him. The soldier.
Mr. Tully, I'm sure you will get your chance, but not just now. Steel. Tell me, Steel. Try to tell me what's happened.
What are you doing? There's nothing there. Listen.
I heard that.
Like being in a room under the ground.
Or under the sea.
Yes. Under the sea. Back to normal. I'll go in there first, please. You just keep behind me, right? Is he asleep? Or what, is he ill?
Mr. Tully,
Yes, can I help?
would you check the other rooms on this floor, please?
Check them.
Make sure there's nothing strange in them.
Leave it to me. If you get worried,
I'll shout.
fine.
Steel.
Take it back, Sapphire. Take time back. But hurry.
Steel.
It's all right out there.
Please stay there. He's unconscious.
Unconscious will let
Mr.
me...
Tully, I know him. I know what to do. Just stay there.
All right.
Quickly, Sapphire. Take time back.
With Tully here?
You'll have to. You must get me back. Quickly.
Take my hand then. Keep me here.
I'll go in there first, please. You just keep behind me, right?
Quickly. Quickly. Quickly, or I'm as dead as he is.
Please tell me what's wrong. I'll go in there first, please. You just keep behind me, right?
Yes?
Oh, we've been looking for you.
Why?
Because, yes, why? Wasn't I supposed to be checking out the other rooms on this floor or something?
Yes,
Making sure there's nothing strange in them?
that's right.
Yes, leave it to me.
Remember?
I'm not sure.
Remember now?
Yes. Ah! It was a death. Someone's death.
Yes, it was your turn to experience it.
Who was sitting in that chair? The soldier?
No, it was someone else. Another arrival. A new recruit.
What did he look like?
He was young. He was wearing flying clothes.
What time period?
Their Second World War. But there were no connections with this place.
None at all?
Not during his life, none that I could sense.
And how close did I come to joining him in his last flight?
Almost as near as the real thing.
Yes? Yeah, well, I've had enough of ghosts waging war on us. It's time we fought back.
It's all right out there.
Lights.
Hmm?
Lights are for the living.
What?
The darkness is for the dead, right?
Well,
I think it's about time we got some of these working.
you'll be lucky.
I should think so, yes.
These lights have been out of action for donkey's years.
So?
So how do you expect to get them to work? Light it?
Yes.
Well, how on earth do you expect me to light that?
With a match. Come on, up you get. Will you get up and light it?
But they're obsolete.
Oh, you should know about obsolescence, Mr. Tully.
I beg your pardon.
Just light it.
But what about all the other lamps?
They're waiting to be lit.
They're waiting to be lit.
Beautiful. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's not
1,
happening
2,
now.
3. When it was, did you sense anything?
Not really.
No response?
It didn't last for very long.
Did you sense anything that was once human?
There wasn't enough time.
1, 2, 3, 4. So there was only really a change in the quality of the sound.
Yes.
And you think it came from the submarine?
From a compartment in that submarine, yes.
I want to help you.
That?
Not as much, not nearly as much.
About that?
No, I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that, and you didn't hear the sound of the electric generator.
No.
The air. Not enough air.
There are
Don't
3 of them,
waste it talking.
and one's unconscious.
How deep?
Young voices.
The bottom?
Voices of young sailors.
No pumps working. And we're at the bottom.
I think
Eh?
that what Tully and I experienced was later than that. when the electrical supply to the submarine had failed.
The men were already dead.
Well, there was no air left for them to breathe.
But they were all young. The soldier, the pilot, the men from the submarine.
Seems like it is.
But young men die in war. It's accepted. So they can't be using that.
Maybe they were
But
working...
they're still here. It's supplying them with power. It's allowing them to use after images of their own deaths to fight us. Therefore, each one has his own death, his own individual resentment.
Maybe they're working as a group.
Collective grievances?
The soldier acting as head man.
A spokesman?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. A spokesman usually wants to negotiate. And he hasn't asked for anything from us.
Not yet.
Just before I took that crash dive, he was keeping things cheerful by whistling that little tune of his. And there was another thing written on the window.
11.
Yes.
The Great War ended with the suspension of hostilities. The fighting stopped at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month.
There were 4 11s.
I know.
So do ghosts make mistakes with their arithmetic?
What?
Or has this particular ghost made another kind of mistake? Would you say he feels a bit too sorry for himself?
Why?
Showing you the kind of women that sent him to war. Haunting the place that gave him the send-off.
Writing up the date of a ceasefire he never lived to see.
Yeah, he's a ghost with feelings. It's almost as if he's asking for sympathy. I think whatever it is made a bad choice in him.
Don't be too sure.
A ghost with feelings. I'm going to bring those feelings out.
What?
You stay there, watch from the window, watch the platform. I'm going to bring him out. I'm going to make things really irritating for him. After all he's been through, he needs cheering up. Right?
Wrong.
Just watch the platform. Let me know when you see him.
What do you mean, sing?
I want you to sing. I want to cheer this place up a bit.
I wonder if you mind telling me why...
The soldier.
Yes?
We're going to bring him to us.
How?
By singing his song for him, that's how. We're not going to do it the way he does it. We're going to liven things up a bit. Do you know the words?
Words?
Yes, to the tune. He's always whistling.
Yes.
Sing them. Come on, Mr. Tully, let's hear them.
Pack up your...
That's fine. Mr. Tully.
Yes?
I can't do it without you. Let's make them sound happy. Come on.
Pack up your troubles in your old kit
Great.
bag and smile, smile, smile. While you've a Lucifer to light your fag. Smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile.
Again. Come on, you want to see your ghost again?
Yes.
You want to make contact with him?
Of course.
Well, let's waken the dead, shall we?
Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you've a Lucifer to light your fag. Smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile. the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile. You've a Lucifer to light your fag. Smile, boys, that's the start. Smile, boys, that's the start. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Pack up your... Mr. Tully!
No more!
Come on! No, no. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do it. Really, I didn't. I'm sorry. Please bring back the flowers again, will you? Let's see the flowers again, please.
A flare.
What?
It's Tully. Tully! Mr. Tully!
Excuse me, sir.
Sapphire? Tully? Mr. Tully? Mr. Tully?
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
I'm the one that's responsible. I'm the one who wants to get rid of you. Me, not them. So why punish them?
Everyone has to die.
When it's their time, yes, not your time. As you have no say, you don't belong with the living.
I'm here, aren't I?
Then prove it. Shake my hand. Or come and sit down with me. Come on. Talk with me. Tell me your name. Perhaps we could have a nice, warm, human conversation. But you can't do that, can you? You don't belong here. You don't belong with us. You belong in the darkness. You and your friend. You're dead. Every single one of you.
Not for long we won't be. Not for long, we won't be.
What are they doing? Jamie's passed out. The air. Not enough air.
Steel.
How deep are we? At the bottom? No pumps working, and we're at the bottom.
Steel. I can't breathe.
Hey, tank's full,
Tank's full.
and we're at the bottom.
And we're at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Steel.
Don't talk. Save the air.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
Save the air.
Save the air.
It's all right.
It's not right. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Help us. Please, help us.
You saw them?
Yes,
You heard them?
yes. Let's get him onto the platform, Steel.
What?
He needs air.
57.3, you said. His life expectancy.
That's right, yes.
How old is he now?
52.9.
Then he'll survive, won't he?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
Got more than you bargained for there.
It worked, didn't it? They weren't dressed as sailors.
No,
So what were civilians doing on a submarine?
I couldn't tell.
I thought you were always the expert on history.
When it makes sense, yes.
When they called out to me for help,
They were probably trying to trick you.
maybe, but when they did call out,
Yes.
was it as ghosts or as living people?
Well, it could hardly have been as living people, unless, of course, you were once a ghost in their time.
I wasn't.
Well, there you are, then.
Anyway, I don't think they intend to be ghosts in this time period for long.
What do you mean?
Not according to that soldier. Wake him up.
Mr. Tully? Wake up, Mr. Tully.
Oh, thank you. It wasn't my asthma again, was it?
No, it was not your asthma. When you first came here, what did you do?
I remember now, they tried to kill us.
Not quite. They encouraged us to die. When
You antagonized
When
us.
you first came to this
You
place...
antagonized the ghost of that young soldier.
I know, I meant to.
Meant to?
Yes, and given the opportunity, I intend to antagonize him even further if it helps me to find out who he is, who his friends are, and why they decided to haunt this particular railway station.
Well, perhaps if
if I went out there and asked him nicely what his name was, I tried that.
Well, knowing how
Come
you
on now, Mr. Tully. Are they behaving the way your average ghost is supposed to behave? Would all your pals at Psychical HQ classify them as good ghosts or bad ghosts?
That depends.
And what about one of your priests?
What about him?
Would he give them a favorable report?
Again, that depends.
They attack us with their own pasts.
I know.
With their own deaths, Mr. Tully. I saved you from one such experience. Sapphire saved me from another. So, when you first came here...
When I first came here, there wasn't all this trouble.
There was no danger?
No.
Just nice, peaceful ghosts.
Until you people arrived, yes. Everything was all right until you arrived.
Mr. Tully.
I'm sorry, I will not be placated.
He has a job to do.
And so have I. I seem to have no say in anything anymore. Decisions are made for me, and look what's happened. I would never think of making a ghost angry. But then that's the way I do things. Unfortunately, nobody seems to be interested in the way that I do things.
So what is your way?
What?
When you first came here 2 months ago, when everything was going right for you, what did you do?
Do?
Yes, I mean, the ghosts weren't sitting around here waiting for you, were they?
No, I prevailed upon them to make some form of contact.
And how did you prevail upon them?
Well, if you must know, I had a sitting.
A what?
A sitting, a one-man sitting.
A seance?
Yes,
Where?
in the buffet.
And the ghosts responded to that, did they?
Well, they have to. It's a kind of summons. All right, it wasn't very successful, but then it confirmed my belief.
Why do you say it wasn't successful?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not very mediumistic.
Sapphire here would make a very good medium.
So,
So why don't we try it your way for once, Mr. Tully?
my way?
Yes, why don't we have a seance?
When?
Right now.
After what's just happened? All that business in the hotel?
What about it?
Well, when I had a seance, I was friendly.
Well, what's that got to do with
Well,
it?
you've upset them, haven't you? You've antagonized them.
Yes.
But to have a seance now, to summon them now, under these conditions would be dangerous.
Do they have music on submarines?
Music?
Yeah, from a radio.
In most cases, they would have access to a radio, yes.
But submarines don't have wooden doors.
Hardly.
I heard somebody open an old rickety wooden door in the middle of the room. Then the laughter and the talking stopped. All the fun stopped.
Where was this?
I told you. Right in the middle of the room.
Well, I'm ready.
What about the lights?
Hmm?
Mr. Tully?
Well, you can leave those, but you can put this one out, I think. Thermometer. A bit of candlelight, I think.
And the cotton threads?
Not this time, no. Would you sit there, please, and you sit. As long as you're sure
Sure.
that this is what you want to do.
Yes, I'm sure. Sapphire?
Yes.
What's that supposed to do?
Make me feel better. Now, hands on the tabletop, please. Now we join hands.
Is this important?
It's vital.
And how did you manage when you had a one-man sitting?
Well, I just held my own hand.
Ah.
Now then.
You'd like me in some sort of auto-hypnoidal state, would you, Mr. Tully?
Yes, please.
What?
It's a self-induced hypnotic state halfway between waking and sleeping.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Right.
I want his name. I want the soldier's name.
Yes, well, give her a chance. Give it a chance. I think perhaps we should close our eyes. Try to share the moment with her.
I prefer to stay awake, thank you.
No one's suggesting that you should sleep. I've always believed on occasions like this that closing one's eyes is, well, courteous.
Courteous?
I've often felt in the past that spirits are rather like strangers paying a visit. A little bit shy, a little insecure. And why shouldn't they be, after all? Yes?
He doesn't like this, Steel. He doesn't like this, not from us.
I want his name.
No. No.
His name.
No.
His name.
No.
Please,
No.
please. You cannot be coercive. It never works that way. So you leave it to me.
All right.
Thank you. Now, I am not interested in knowing your name, or in the names of any of you. Only if you wish to tell me. We want to help you.
Help us. Please, help us.
Trials. They said there'd be trials. It was a last-minute decision.
What kind of trials? A court-martial, something like that? Was it a court-martial? Or the assizes, maybe?
What?
The trials.
Oh, they were told. The sea. Well, it's the channel, really, but I suppose you could call it the sea. Back by 5, they were told. You'll be back by 5. Be like any other working day.
Who said this?
They were told!
Yes, sorry, now. Tell us about the trials.
We're talking about the trials, aren't we? Back at 5. Out at dawn. And back by 5. It's like any other working day.
Sea trials? Are you talking about sea trials?
Of course they are.
Sea trials for a submarine?
Yes. Steel. There's this resentment here. There's so much
No,
resentment.
please, tell us about the submarine. About the trial.
No, there's no point now. There's no point in talking about it.
But if you want
There's no
help-
point.
You're sailors, are you?
Of course we're not. They're not sailors. That's obvious, isn't it? Sailors get paid to take chances. They get paid to die. We don't. We get paid to work. A day's work. Back by 5, they said. We never came back, did we?
What year was this?
Oh, 1938.
What are your jobs?
jobs.
You say you're not sailors.
Of course we're not sailors. If we were...
So what are you doing in the submarine?
We're civilian workers, aren't we? We're civilian-attached workers. Bright futures. Home by 5. That wreck should never have gone to sea. Home by 5, they said.
Yes. What are your names?
Can't tell you that.
Surely you can.
Anyway, there's no point.
But if we can help you.
Don't need it. We've already got help, thanks.
What kind of help have you got?
I want... Oh, please.
I think they've said their piece.
At least we know something about those 3.
Yes.
But isn't that?
It's not enough.
But they volunteered that information.
Oh, they like to give us bits of information. But I want the name of the soldier.
Well, I've already said it's dangerous.
Sapphire. Sapphire.
Yes?
The name of the soldier. We still need the name of the soldier.
He won't communicate.
And find someone else. Someone who once knew him.
But there's no one who knew him.
Then go further back. Into the past. Find someone who knew him. Find someone who was close to him. Try, Sapphire. Into the past. Into his past.
It's a long way back, Steel.
Try.
It's a long way back.
Try, Sapphire. Try.
Oh, it's such a long way.
She mustn't go there for today.
Sapphire?
It's a warm day. Oh, it's a beautiful hot summer's day. There are flowers in full bloom. Oh, there's such a lot of flowers. But there's no one here anymore. They've all had to go.
There must be someone. Someone who was close to him.
Just a minute. Yes, there is someone. Yes, there is. Come on. Come on. There!
No!
She mustn't go back, but stay.
Sapphire?
It's a warm day. Oh, it's a beautiful hot summer's day. There are flowers in full bloom. Oh, there's such a lot of flowers. But there's no one here anymore. They've all had to go.
There must be someone. Someone who was close to him.
Just a minute. Yes, there is someone. Yes, there is. Come on. Come on. Ah, there!
No!
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
They're looking for me. So you better help. You brought us here. You promised. So you better help.
Who are you? Will you tell us?
Here we are on Tom Tiddler's ground, picking up gold and silver. Now, children, back to your desks, please. All of you. That's better. Where's Sam Pierce? Late again, is he? Always late, that one. Always will be.
It's gone wrong.
What?
We want the name of a soldier, not a child.
Sam Pierce, I reckon you'll be late for your own funeral.
Get her back.
No?
Yes, it's gone wrong. Get her back.
Will you come back to the table, please? The circle has been broken. Will you return to the table? Will you come back to us, please? No. She must come to us. Come back to us. We sent her.
Sapphire. Sapphire.
Please answer me, Sapphire. Come back to us. Come back to the table.
No, you can't.
I don't want to be here. I don't know why anyone should want me here. What are you people doing? Sitting in judgment or something?
No.
Sitting there like that? The state of this place.
Do you know this place?
Oh, I don't know it like this. I did know it once, mind.
It's a railway station.
Oh.
Dewarton Station.
Oh, yes.
You recognize it?
Well, not in this state.
But you've been here before.
Off and on, yes. When it was tidy, mind.
Of course.
Tully. The name of the soldier.
Will you tell us about yourself?
Well, there's nothing much to tell.
Oh, there must be.
Look, I don't want to be here. There are things here.
Things? What kind of things?
It's like a power. It's using other things. I just don't want to be here.
It's using you?
Of course it's not using me. I don't have a grievance.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know what I mean. It's what I feel all around me.
Can you describe this power?
Not really. It's like dark. Darkness. It's just... It's very dark. It's darker than anything. Anyway, I don't want to talk to you. Not you.
Why?
Because you're different, that's why.
Why different?
You don't seem like one of us, so I don't want to talk to you.
I'm only asking you.
And I'm only telling you I don't want to talk to you. Not you.
Will you tell us your name?
Why?
Because we'd like to know it.
I'm not telling him.
But you can tell me, can't you?
Yes.
So what is your name? And were you at your school?
School?
Just now, teaching at your school?
I'm not anywhere. I'm here and I don't want to be here.
Tell us something about your school.
It's just a school. Please, I don't want to be here. I'm frightened.
Just tell me something about your school.
It's just a village school, that's all. It's just a village school. Please.
Who is Sam Pierce?
Sam Pierce. Always late for school, Sam Pierce. Always late for everything.
What happened to him?
Especially in the summer. Couldn't keep him indoors for long in the summer.
I said, what happened to him?
Loved the sun and the soil. Liked seeing things grow. Didn't make a lot of difference, really. 12 years. Well, it did when he was at school. But not after. Not when he'd grown up. 12 years. Didn't mean a lot then.
Oh, it'll stay hot now. Usually does after a blackthorn winter. Well, when there's a frost in March, of course. Thought you'd known that. You know, up Goodman's Field, I laid out straw there last March. Dragged it up there, spread it out. Took hours. Well, the lapwings, they start nesting in March. And they nest on the ground, see? So if there's a frost... That one there. Look. No, by there. Oh, turn your head then. That's a pasque flower. Oh, when it was in bloom. They're rare. Must be chalk here somewhere. chalk pasture. You know what? That would have been in flower at Eastertide. And we missed it.
So, what happened to him when he grew up?
He went away to France.
To the war?
Yes.
I made a hide out of reeds, didn't I? Out on Cottle Marsh. Take you there one day. Oh, all kinds. Warblers, reed buntings, yellow wagtails. You have to be patient, mind. All right. You bring the bread and cheese, I'll fetch the ale. Oh no, it'll stay hot. You know what? Come next Eastertide, I'll pick that pasque flower. Well, they're rare. There may not be another in a season or two. Next year. I'll pick that next year.
I think we found out who your soldier was.
Yes.
Then let's get Sapphire back, shall we?
Not yet. No.
But you've got the soldier's name, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Yes.
Then that's enough.
No, it's not enough. Eleanor.
I don't want to talk to you.
Tell me some more about Sam Pierce.
There's nothing more to tell.
He died, didn't he?
Of course he died.
In that war.
Not quite.
What do you mean by that?
Look, I said I wouldn't talk to you.
Eleanor.
Please, don't go near her, please. Any change, any sudden shock could kill your friend Sapphire. Do you want that to happen? Are you prepared to risk that for information about someone who's already dead?
All right, then you find out what she meant by that.
Right. Eleanor, when did Sam Pierce die? Tell me, please, when did he die?
It was a shame, really. He should have come home. It was summer again. 12 years age difference. It didn't mean a lot, really.
So when did he die?
Well, they said in the village it was exactly 11 minutes afterwards. Someone out there had made a mistake, you see.
11 minutes after what?
Well, after the armistice, of course, after the ceasefire. Someone out there had made a mistake, that's all.
11 minutes after 11 on the 11th day of the 11th month.
Yes.
4 11s. All right, let's get her back.
What's wrong?
They found me.
So what do we do? Do we go? Go back?
No. It's all right. It's coming to help. It's coming now.
Now let's close our eyes, please.
Why?
Because we have to.
Can I go back now?
Yes.
Just close your eyes.
Like this?
Yes.
Think about your classroom. Simply. You just think of your village, the village where you live.
Yes.
On a hot summer day a long time ago. Do you remember it?
I do, yes.
Can you see it?
Almost, yes.
And the school where you teach?
Yes, I can almost see it.
Good. keep thinking about it. Now think about your classroom, the children.
Yes, I can almost see them. The sun's shining. It's a hot day. Open the window, somebody. That's better.
Sapphire.
Who's Sapphire?
Just think of your classroom.
Yes.
And think of the children in the classroom.
Yes, I can see them properly now.
Good.
They're all there. All of them. All except Sam Pierce. Always late, Sam Pierce. Oh, the sun's gone. It's dark. Darkness. Careful at the back there. Careful.
Tully,
Please be careful.
have you seen darkness like that before?
Well, what is it?
Whatever it is, it's capable of bringing back the dead.
No, you can't break the circle now. She isn't back yet.
Why isn't she back?
I don't know.
Sapphire!
No, you can't wake her that way.
Sapphire!
No, you can't.
Come on, Tully! Tully!
Steve, you broke the circle. You broke the circle. She could have been left out. Left outside. Between journeys, from one life to the next.
Eleanor. Ellen. There was no blackthorn there, Ellen. No chalk pastures. No birds. No trees.
At whatever point the subconscious had arrived between journeys.
There was no one.
I mean, don't you see that? Between the school teacher's life and her own, you must never break the circle, never. Do you know what you could have done?
Steel.
You could have lost her forever out there.
Steel.
You could have lost her.
Be quiet.
You could have lost her.
I said be quiet!
Sapphire?
Help me, Steel.
I heard you, Sapphire. I heard you, didn't I? Answer me.
I was right. Look at her. You broke the circle and you lost her out there.
What do you know about out there, Mr. Tully?
Well, not a great deal,
Exactly!
Steel. Help me.
But it's something we've come to believe in.
Who is we?
People like me, my kind.
Then I shouldn't worry too much about Sapphire if I were you.
What?
She knows more about out there than you and your kind will ever know.
But she's not with us, is she? I mean, is she?
Look after her for a moment, will you?
Where are you going?
I'm going to see where that darkness has got to.
Oh. Well, I'll come with you.
No. No, I need you to look after Sapphire. Please.
Very well.
Pierce? Sam Pierce? Sam. Is that what they call you? Sorry, used to call you. Or is it Sammy? Well, it wouldn't have been Samuel, would it? Not a private soldier. I wonder what they called you when they marked your gravestone. I wonder what's written there. Or maybe they didn't give you a stone. Maybe there wasn't enough left of you to fill a grave. Not enough of Private Pierce left to bury. Have you been back, Sam? Been back to take a look? What about Eleanor? Do you think she ever went to take a look at your gravestone? To see what's engraved on it? No, I doubt it. I doubt she'd bother. She was too old for you. And probably too good. What chance would you have stood once that summer was over? Huh?
Help us.
Excuse me, sir. Group sent me here, sir. I've got one more op to complete and then I go home. And he did say, sir, Group said, that as your flight is one man short and all my team have boarded, that you'd... All right, sir. Sorry, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Group sent me here, sir. I've got one more op to complete and then I go home. And he did say, sir, Group said, that as your flight is one man short and all my team have boarded, that you... All right, sir. Sorry, sir.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
It's up there.
Yes. How's Sapphire?
Why, she's still asleep. You going up there?
Yes.
It's almost like an invitation.
Huh?
Each time he starts to whistle one of his tunes.
Yes.
I'd like to say that with the seance of what happened afterwards, well, I could have been wrong. About some things, that is. It was that darkness, you see. Even the spirit of the schoolteacher warned us.
Yes, she did.
But I knew, the moment the darkness appeared, that we were dealing with something evil. I sensed it, I felt it. Even the crucifix trembled. And there he is up there inviting us once again.
Yes, but things are different now. We know about him. We know his name.
Oh, yes.
So you go back into the waiting room. Take care of Sapphire.
But what about the darkness?
It's gone.
But it could reappear, couldn't it?
It could, yes.
I thought that's why I got this.
Thank you. Take care of Sapphire.
All right.
Sammy? Sam? Sam Pierce? That's your name, isn't it? We know it is, so there's no need for you to hide in the darkness anymore. We don't have to hide. But that's our privilege. The privilege of the living.
Steel.
Tolly,
Yes,
Is Sapphire still in there with you?
of course she's still in here.
Check again.
Check again.
Look!
Yes, she's still here. She's still asleep. What's the matter? What is it?
You said something earlier on about the subconscious. The fact that it could be somewhere else.
I did, yes, between journeys. Either that or the seance has had an exhausting effect on her. After all, she was sent back a long way on her journey, a great distance in time, and that can be very tiring.
You were right. I've just seen Sapphire on the platform.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I have just seen Sapphire, or what looked like Sapphire, out there on the station platform with Pierce and the others. And it was as if Sapphire was one of them. Well, this subconscious, can it be seen?
You mean, does it have a human shape?
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought so, no. I mean, otherwise, it could hardly be termed the subconscious, could it?
All right, Mr. Tully. Would you say it's possible to have such things as ghosts of the living?
No. Would you? I mean, there are all sorts of theories about visual fallacies, but...
Seance hadn't quite finished.
No.
I broke the circle.
Yes, and here's the result.
I'm going to try and take a close look at the other one.
Don't worry, I'll look after her. I realize how important she is to you. I'll try talking to her.
Huh?
Well, many medical practitioners believe that talking to a patient who is comatose can often prove therapeutic, even curative.
That's a good idea. You do that.
Sapphire. Sapphire.
It's no good, Pierce. No good. You're still late, you see. Over 60 years too late.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I would. Your war's finished. Finished a long time ago.
A bit different to yours, then. Yours has just begun.
You left me here, Steel. This is where you left me.
We didn't exactly leave you.
Right here. So now I suppose I'm as much a part of this station as he is.
No.
Not sure of me? Well, you can't exactly do a spot analysis, can you? It's not your territory, remember?
Why shouldn't I be sure of you?
Because I know it's not in your nature to be sure of anything.
But I know you're Sapphire.
Oh.
And there's only one of you, isn't there?
Yes.
Well, then. Where's Pierce gone?
How should I know?
Well, you just said that you're as much a part of this station as he is, so I thought perhaps you'd know.
Well, I expect he's busy.
Busy?
Busy waiting.
What for?
For others, of course.
Others like him?
Yes.
And like the pilot and the young men from the submarine?
Yes.
How many others?
What?
How many others is he expecting?
I don't know.
1, 5, 10?
I said I don't know.
1,000, 100? I mean, there must be a lot of applicants, surely.
Anyway, Steele, since you left me here, since you abandoned me, I've had time to think.
Oh, yes?
And realize.
Realize what?
That we shouldn't be here on this particular assignment.
No?
Our information was false. Our briefing was wrong. Those after images are harmless.
Harmless?
Yes, and they'll be gone soon anyway. So why don't we just leave them in peace?
All right. Let's leave them in peace, shall we? Come on.
I haven't finished talking yet.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I suppose my interest in the supernatural started early. When I was at school, I suppose. Yes, I think it was when I was at school. It started as a game, but I soon realized that I was experiencing something more than that.
When the others have arrived, they'll all leave.
To go where?
I don't know.
To go back where they came from?
I don't know, but I do know that they intend to leave. Steel? Would you mind looking at me when I'm talking to you? After all, there's no one else here. Only us.
I spent a great deal of time as a lad going to churches and places like that. My hobby in those days was brass rubbing. And other lads of my age were involved in sporting activities. But not me.
Tell me what happened.
Happened?
Well, you say you want to talk.
I do.
Well, then, tell me what happened when you were left behind.
Well, I suppose I was given the chance to understand.
To understand Pierce and his friend?
Yes.
And to sympathize with them?
To an extent, yes.
And to find them harmless?
Yes.
I've always allowed myself to have an open mind. To believe that one can approve and accept something without necessarily having to understand it is, for me, the first essential before any man can have a supernatural or religious experience. A mind that is closed cannot be receptive.
What about the power?
What power?
The darkness, remember?
Oh, yes.
Is it also harmless?
Yes.
We were wrong about that as well.
Yes. So in a way, it was fortunate that I was left behind.
Why fortunate?
Well, because of what I've learned. The truth. Steel? Aren't you pleased with me?
Huh? Yes.
Well, you might at least show it. You might at least congratulate me.
All right, I congratulate you.
Thank you, Steel. Thank you very much.
I'll just go and fetch Mr. Tully, shall I? I'm sure he'd like to congratulate you, too.
Oh, there's no need to fetch Tully. He will be here. He will be with us soon.
I've often felt that I'm at the wrong age for proper psychical achievements. A friend of mine once told me that cats, children, and old people have the best results. Perhaps that's because they have the time to be patient, the time to be tolerant. So in a way, I'm looking forward to reaching 70, even getting into my 80s, which means I should find success.
Don't you think so, Steel?
Yes. As soon as Mr. Tully arrives, we'll pack up and leave.
I thought you'd agree. After all, we have such a fine working relationship, don't we?
Yes.
One of the best, right?
That's probably because we know each other so well.
Of course.
And can anticipate each other's thoughts and moods.
Exactly.
So there's never any real need to even ask each other questions.
Never.
Even though there's one particular question that keeps nagging inside the head. Like the one that's inside my head right now. The one that's crying out for an answer.
Well, perhaps it doesn't need an answer.
Oh, but it does.
Ask it. Ask your question.
If you're the Sapphire that I've grown to know and to love, who is that person?
What person?
That person in the waiting room with Tully.
one until I was about... Steel! Light my darkness with this field, Lord, and by thy great mercy defend us from all perils and dangers of this night.
I couldn't get out of the plane.
It's my little kid's birthday tomorrow.
Who's going to look after the garden?
Said your war had just begun, didn't I?
And by thy great mercy defend us from all perils and dangers of this night. Light not darkness, Lord. Oh, please leave us alone. I beg you. Wake up. You must wake up. We haven't harmed you. I haven't harmed you. Oh, please let us go. I promise that I'll leave. I'll go now. I promise that. I leave. I leave you in peace. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I'm sorry. Just me. You mean just me? Sapphire, I'll get help, Sapphire. I will. I'll get help. Steel! They said I could leave, Steel. They said I could go, and I'm going. But don't worry. I'll get help. I'll send back help.
Excuse me. I need one op. Just the one. Then I'm off home on leave. I don't mind what I fly. I'll go tail end Charlie. It makes no difference to me. And I know you fellas are flying too short, so... Really, can't any of you use me? Please. Excuse me, sir.
I've been allowed to leave.
Have you now?
Yes.
Reckon you better leave then?
But this seems to be the only remaining exit point.
That's right. Over the bridge.
I noticed just now that there were others down on the platform. Who are they?
Just others.
Oh. When I first came here 2 months ago, I said that I was your friend. I still am. I said then that I wanted to help you, and I still do. My dear boy, whatever it is that has this shameful hold on you,
Be a detail out here for Dawn. Wire detail. Might find you. Or what's left of you after the next barrage. And again, they may not come. I mean, you can't blame them. Even the stretcher bearers won't come out here.
Sammy?
Pierce. Private S. Pierce. You should have left us alone. We were causing no harm. We just wanted what was owed to us, that's all.
Pierce, come on.
You asked me once, remember? You asked me to sit and talk with you. Well, I've sat and I've talked. On my terms for a change and not yours. It's going to be a favorable winter. It'll slip into spring like it was one and the same. And then it'll be Eastertide. Anyway, you'll be leaving us soon. You've got no choice.
Sammy?
Pierce. Private S. Pierce. You should have left us alone. We were causing no harm. We just wanted what was owed to us, that's all.
Pierce, come on.
You asked me once, remember? You asked me to sit and talk with you. Well, I've sat and I've talked. On my terms for a change and not yours. It's going to be a favorable winter. It'll slip into spring like it was one and the same. And then it'll be Eastertide. Anyway, you'll be leaving us soon. You've got no choice.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
Everything's all right, isn't it?
Tis now, yes. Tis now.
Steel?
Yes, me. No! Stay there.
All right.
It's early morning. It's dawn.
I know, I just realized.
Why is it dawn?
Well, how should I know why? What is it? Look, Steel, I've just woken up. I've been having some terrible dreams.
I had a few bad dreams myself. In one of them, you attacked me with a bunch of flowers. Give me your hands.
We brought you here after the seance.
Tully and I brought you to this room. Is that right? Sapphire? Sapphire, do you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me, can you?
Of course I can hear you. We've got work to do. There are some things I must remember.
Stab me.
I remember the girl with the flowers. It wasn't me.
An illusion?
Not quite. It was an image, a projected image.
Created by Pierce?
Created through Pierce, created by the darkness.
Even though you didn't see the darkness?
I didn't need to. I was aware of it.
La, 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 picking up gold and silver.
I remember wooden desks and inkwells. A school, an old school.
Eleanor.
Who?
Ah, you don't remember her?
No.
That's probably because she wasn't created by the darkness. She was invited to take part in the seance.
Well, you have been busy in my absence.
Eleanor!
Look.
I do remember a flower.
What kind of flower?
That's a pasque flower.
A wild flower. Its petals are a kind of purple.
Well, they're rare.
It's very beautiful. I think it's very rare. But I don't know why I remember it.
Come next Eastertide, I'll pick that pasque flower.
I did visit your grave! They suffered. Why do they have to suffer so much?
They told you?
No, I sensed it.
What's the solution?
What?
The answer to their problems, whatever it is the darkness has promised them. Did you sense that?
No, that was kept from me.
But you know that they were waiting.
Yes.
What for? For more of their kind, then what?
I don't know.
Were they optimistic?
Yes.
But you still don't know where they were going.
No.
But you do know they were definitely going somewhere.
Yes, the darkness promised them that.
Why is it morning? I'm sorry, but you see, I also fell asleep. And I don't sleep. Right here. When I awoke, there was a cobweb across the doorway, here. It wasn't on me, it was on the doorway. Here. Analyze that.
I don't have to. How long was I asleep?
A few hours. Why?
There's a new layer of dust in the waiting room, on the furniture and on the floor. This room is the same.
I can't see anything.
No, but I can.
Is it a natural formation of dust?
Yes. The particles are stratified. As an analyst, that means it wasn't just dumped here in one go. It is a natural formation of dust.
And how long would it take this amount of dust to settle naturally?
Chronologically, with this degree of stratification, about 12 days.
And you've been asleep for a few hours, and I for only one.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, it's morning. Early morning.
That's right.
It can't happen.
It has happened.
We'll see. You say we're 12 days adrift.
Approximately, yes.
Tully's sandwiches. They were a bit stale, but they were well wrapped and perfectly edible. I saw Tully eating one a few hours ago, just before the seance, and these are... Maybe it's another image.
Not this time.
Why not? The darkness is good at images. You just admitted that.
Yes.
There's another image that you missed when you were asleep. A barbed wire entanglement. I ran right into it.
Where's the barbed wire now?
It's gone, of course.
But the cobweb hasn't. It's still there. Did you receive any cuts from the wire?
How could I? It wasn't...
It wasn't what?
It wasn't real.
This dust is. When I woke up, there was no dust on my clothes, and you said the cobweb hadn't touched you while you were asleep. Therefore, those things were not placed in our time. We have been deliberately placed in theirs.
Do you mean we've been shunted forward in time?
Yes. And there's something else. They're not here anymore. Pierce and the others, they've gone.
Perfect.
They have gone. Ever since I've woken up, I've realized that. The atmosphere has gone, all of it, the malevolence, the after-images, there's nothing like that here anymore. Even the darkness is gone. This place is free now.
Free. 12 days ahead. What happened in between?
Well, how should I know that?
Your subconscious!
My subconscious will have missed 12 days as well. If this is true, then you know what could have happened.
Yes.
While we have been shunted to one side, 12 days to one side, the darkness could have kept its promise.
To Pierce and the others. It could have, yes. But what has it done with Tully?
Tully?
Yeah. Where is Tully? I left him with you. I told him to look after you.
I've been asleep, remember?
Tully! Tully? Tully? We've been moved forward 12 days in time. Tully's been left behind. We're being manipulated.
Tully could have been moved forward with us. He could just be hiding.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Well, let's find some proof. Tully?
Will you ever forgive me? Here, I'm here. Thank God you're safe. That's all I want to say before I go. Just thank God you're safe.
Tully!
Oh, no accusations, please. I apologize. I apologize here and now. When I realized the darkness must have swallowed you up.
When you what?
Well, the darkness, it must have swallowed you up. It was everywhere. You're not injured?
No.
Thank God for that.
You saw me?
What?
Saw me on the wire.
Well, more or less, yes.
There's your proof.
Oh, my dear girl. I abandoned you. But I had to, you see. Anyway, I was going for help. I intended to send back help. You will forgive me, won't you?
Where were you?
I intended to send back help as quickly as possible.
When you abandoned Sapphire, as you put it, where did you go?
Well, I looked for you, and then I came up here.
Then what? Did the darkness swallow you up as well?
I've no idea. I fell asleep. Sound asleep.
You fell asleep?
Yes. I saw the ghost of that poor airman down there, and then I saw the ghost of the young soldier up there. And I crossed the bridge, and I fell asleep. I slept like a log. I slept for hours. I must have done it. I mean, it's dawn. It's almost daylight.
And now you're leaving?
Well, it's simply that my work here is done.
Who decided that?
I did.
Nothing decided it for you?
Well, if you mean have I been frightened a little, well, I don't mind admitting it. I have been frightened somewhat. That's why I have to leave.
Mr. Tully.
Yes?
Take a look at your sandwiches, Mr. Tully. If you leave now...
Look, I'm not concerned about a few sandwiches.
Mr. Tully,
but
if you
I
leave...
am concerned about having to leave when there's so much more to learn. But that's the way it must be, I'm afraid. Naturally, I'm thankful for the things I've witnessed here, the opportunity to see the spirits of the dead, even speak to some of them. But I'm sorry I have to deny myself the chance of talking to the others.
What others?
Before they've even had time to express their troubles to me.
I said, what others?
Well, the new ones, of course. You haven't seen them?
No, I haven't seen them. Tell me about them.
Well, they arrived.
When?
Just before I fell asleep last night.
It wasn't last night, Mr. Tully. It was 12 days ago.
What?
It was 12 days ago.
Where did you see them?
On the platform, waiting.
How many new arrivals?
Oh, I don't know. 9 or 10, something like that. Anyway, I have to go. Please let me go. I have to leave.
Why?
Well, I've explained my work here is done.
No, it isn't. You've just been complaining about missed opportunities.
Yes, but when I say that...
Tell me.
I don't necessarily
Tell me!
mean...
Why are you leaving?
Because I made a promise.
A promise?
Yes.
To whom?
To it.
To the darkness?
Yes.
To the darkness that brought the ghosts here? That's supposed to have swallowed me up, swallowed Sapphire up?
Well, you're both all right, Joe.
Yes, but you didn't know that at the time, did you?
Yes, but I told you I was going to get help.
You made a promise, did you? To the darkness that plays games with people's minds, that plays games with time.
Well, I'm a man of my word.
You're a what?
All right, then. They gave me my freedom, and I asked them for my...
You pleaded for
yes,
it?
if you like, pleaded for it, and they gave it to me. They gave it me last night.
Why are you still here, Mr. Tully?
What?
If it wanted you to leave, why did it make you sleep?
I don't know. Please, I'm so frightened. I didn't think I'd ever be this frightened after so many years of observing, but I am. I'm scared, silly. I mean, the way I deserted the pair of you.
Sit down.
I did, I deserted you. But it frightened me, you see. Even my prayers didn't seem to work.
Mr. Tully.
Yes.
It's gone.
What?
The darkness. It's not here anymore.
And the ghosts of those poor lads?
They've also gone.
In peace, do you think?
We hope so.
You want them to stay, don't you?
Because they deserve peace, you know, those poor lads. And all their problems, their bad luck. It isn't fair.
What isn't fair?
Well, there they are, looking for peace after death, after such short lives, and here am I, hoping for peace in my old age.
Sapphire?
It's all right. That's all I want.
Well,
The darkness hasn't really gone, has it?
as far as we are concerned, yes.
But it's playing games with time. It's using time against us, isn't it?
Yes.
Therefore, in its own way, it must be around here somewhere.
I suppose so.
Good.
I can't do that, Steel.
Can't do what?
I can't take time back 12 days.
I don't want you to. I want it to take us back. Can you make contact with it?
Contact with the darkness?
Yes.
Possibly if I tried.
Then try.
Look, it's hardly likely to...
Cooperate? I think it will. I want to make a deal with the darkness.
You want me to negotiate the deal?
No, I'll do that after it's taken us back.
Just the two of us?
Yes. And Mr. Tully.
us a second chance, Steel.
There's no real guarantee it's given us a first one yet.
No.
Who says we're safe? Here in storage. So let's make that deal. Find it, Sapphire. Find the darkness. What is it?
Tully.
Wait for me. Sapphire asked you to rest.
She did, yes.
And then sit down and rest. It's for your own good, Mr. Tully.
What is?
You've been frightened. You said so yourself.
Yes.
Well, then you should sit down and rest. Calm yourself.
All right.
That's better. How old are you? 53?
52.
52? Ah, well, well. And all the more reason to take care of yourself.
You'd rather I didn't leave, then? Go home. Not because of the promise I made. I realized that was wrong. That was as bad as making a promise to the devil.
And that would never do.
No. I didn't want to leave just because I was frightened. It's just that I don't feel I'm of any use. My faith has taken a knock, you see.
Well, we'd rather you stayed.
Hmm?
We need you.
Really?
I need you.
You? I never thought I'd ever hear that kind of admission. You needing me.
All right, I was wrong about you.
Well, that's easy enough to...
You just sit there and relax. Sapphire and I, have things to discuss.
What things?
Private things.
Ah.
By the way, Mr. Tully, do you have a family?
A family?
At home?
No, I live alone, except for my cat. I have a cat. Nelson.
Nelson?
He's only got one eye, you see.
Oh.
Yes, but don't worry. My neighbor always feeds him if I'm not there.
Oh. Good. Now, quickly.
What's Tully doing?
Relaxing.
This deal you want me to make?
No, Sapphire.
What exactly is it?
I can't tell you, not yet.
But if I'm to make contact with the
That's
darkness...
all I want you to do. Make contact with it.
All right. But if I do make contact with it...
It may decide to come back.
It can't come back. It can only come forward.
Yes.
It may well decide it wants to do its bargaining from here.
From this room.
Well, from somewhere here. You could be face to face with it, Steel. Do you realize that?
Yes.
All right. But watch for it. I may not be able to help you. Please be careful.
We wish to talk with you. We have something to say to you. Something important. Something important. Very important.
if I do make contact with it?
It may decide to come back.
It can't come back. It can only come forward.
Yes.
It may well decide it wants to do its bargaining from here.
From this room.
Well, from somewhere here. You could be face to face with it, Steel. Do you realize that?
Yes.
All right. But watch for it. I may not be able to help you. Please be careful.
We wish to talk with you. We have something to say to you. Something important. Something important. Very important.
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and Steel have been assigned.
We wish to contact you. We wish to make contact with you as soon as possible.
Us? They want to talk to us?
Surely it must be us. No. Not us.
It's hurt us, Steel. It's hurt us. It's coming to us. It stopped.
Where?
It stopped somewhere.
Now? In the time we're in?
No, in its own time. Almost. It's the footbridge. It's on the footbridge. That's the between point. That's the halfway point. It's moving again.
Still in its own time?
No. It's crossed over. Into ours. It's coming, Steel.
Be careful, Steel.
I sent for you. I want to talk to you. Let's talk, shall we? I have something of importance I want to discuss with you. A deal. Well, a transaction. So where are you? I can't very well discuss something of importance if I can't see you, can I? You're here. I know you're here. So why not show yourself? We've seen you before. Seen you as the darkness. So let's see you now. Here on the stairs, if you like. Neutral ground. No? All right, well, forget the whole thing. I'm in no mood to play cat and mouse. As far as I'm concerned, you're not here. You've gone. You never arrived. The deal is off. Come on, Sapphire. It's not here. It's not interested. So let's go. Let's not waste our time. Sapphire, wake up. It's time to go. I said wake up. It's not here. It's not interested. If it is, it's not interested. Come on.
It's here.
What?
I said it's here.
Where?
Here. Don't play games with it. It's inside my head. It's inside my brain. But I can't see you because it has my eyes. It's watching you and listening to you through my eyes. So please don't try to trick it. It could take my eyes. And my mind. It could snuff out my mind as easily as you could snuff out a candle.
Steel, I can't see you.
I'm here. I understand what's been said.
Good, because you asked for it to come.
I did, yes.
Well, it's here, so ask your question.
I don't have any questions. Just a proposal. One proposal.
What is it?
The darkness thrives on resentment. Am I right?
That's right, yes.
It's parasitic. Resentment is food and drink to it, blood and tissue. Right again?
These are questions.
No, they're not. They're statements. They're facts. Am I right or not?
You're right to a degree.
To a degree. I have something to offer. An original source of resentment. A real reason for resentment. It's on offer, but it can't be bought cheaply.
Describe the offer.
Sorry. No.
Please, Steel, do as it says.
And tell it not to try that. It's either you negotiating or it.
All right.
Well, what about my offer?
It's not interested.
No?
No, it already has its own source of resentment. It's happy enough with that.
Well, then it has poor judgment, doesn't it? Or blind faith. I mean, what has it got? The spirit of some kid of a soldier who died at the wrong time when his war was over? The ghosts of 3 young men who were trapped in a submarine they didn't belong in? And some lost soul of a pilot who risked his life flying a death trap because nobody would let him fly with them. I mean, you call that resentment?
There are others, many of them.
Yes? I expect they're all third-rate grievances as well.
Steel?
No.
Please don't make it angry, Steel.
By telling it the truth.
Please. I can't see you, Steel. Come back to me. Where are you?
I'm here.
Please take my hands. Please, Steel. I'm frightened.
Tell it, Sapphire. Tell it what I'm offering could give it enough negative energy, enough resentment to last for 500 years, maybe even 1,000 years.
It wants to know.
Well, I'm prepared to tell it, but not here. Not 12 days out of time. Tell it to take us back, all three of us, back to where we were, and I'll explain the nature of my offer.
Every last detail of it.
Yes, but only if it takes us back.
It will take you back.
No, no good. All three of us or none of us.
It agrees.
Good. Well, when do we go back?
Soon. It will go back. It will meet us where we were.
Sapphire.
You said it had gone.
It has. This way.
Does it matter where we are when it takes us back?
Yes, I want it to be on the footbridge. On your feet, Mr. Tully. We don't have very much time.
But I saw it. Something came through here.
I asked you to rest.
I saw.
Did you get some rest?
Not really, no.
Fine.
Why the footbridge?
What?
I said, why the footbridge?
You said it was a halfway point, a between point.
For anything that wants to cross time, yes.
Well, we're crossing time, aren't we?
We're what?
No steel! No steel. We're being taken back.
That's what I don't like. Not being responsible for my own actions. Could we hurry, please?
I negotiated this deal, remember?
The deal still stands, except for one amended clause.
I've already warned you about the darkness steel. You can't play tricks with it.
I realize that.
Would someone mind telling me what...
Yes. I'll tell you. We're going back 12 days. Well, not exactly 12. 11. It means that you will lose one day of your life, but you can afford that.
One day of my...
Steel?
It's easy.
Easy?
For you.
Easy? What I did just now was not easy. That was dangerous.
Exactly. That's why I want to be one day ahead of the darkness. You can hold time for a day, can't you?
Yes.
Well then, while we're being taken back 12 days, we'll jump off at 11.
Jump off?
Mr. Tully, if you're in an elevator and the button has been pushed and there's somebody on the ground floor you're not sure of, what do you do?
Well, you get off on the floor above.
And you
walk the rest.
Exactly. You must do it, Sapphire. I won't trick it anymore, I promise. It's only one day out of 12.
All right. Mr. Tully? You'll be all right, Mr. Tully.
You promise?
I promise.
Well, if I could be of any...
Take my hand.
Stillness. Mark. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5.
3, 2.
Now, Sapphire. Now. One day.
22.736 hours.
That's close enough. Holly. Go back up on the footbridge. Wait there.
Wait there?
Yes, exactly where we were before. And keep watch.
Of the platform. Of the platform. You still need me then?
Oh, yeah. We need you.
Ah.
Steel?
And we thought you'd gone.
Us? No. But we will leave, unlike you. You'll never go. You'll never leave this place.
Oh, we're going.
When?
Soon. We're all here now. We'll be going soon.
Where? Exactly where will you be going?
We're gonna live again. We are.
And that's what it's told you?
Yes.
To live where? How? To live your own lives again?
No.
New lives. Is that what it's promised you?
In a way, yes.
Tell him, Sapphire.
It can't be done. It can't be done because of the nature of the power that is using you. It thrives on the resentment of the dead.
So what use would you be to it alive?
Once the others have arrived, it'll start at the beginning again, with you.
Me?
Yes, you. You will arrive here again, alone, and you will start to wait for the others. It's like a loop, like a circle. It is feeding on you, therefore it cannot let you go.
Forever and ever, Pierce. You'll never see those green fields or those hot summer days. Forever and ever. The same motions, the same actions, the same circle. Over and over. And when they pull this place down and build something new, you'll still be here. Walking up and down, whistling your songs, waiting forever and ever.
Can't be like that. We were promised.
Sorry.
We were. I mean, I'd rather...
What?
I'd rather go back. Go back for good and all. Well, we all would. No. No. Not this place. Not for always. No.
I can make sure.
What?
That you go back.
All of us?
Yes.
But it won't let us.
Oh, it will. You leave it to me. tricks. The deal still stands, the transaction. Your negotiable goods are here on the platform. We've brought ours with us. For exchange of all of your dead, we give you one of the living. Someone who is due to die in approximately 5 years' time. The time of death is not estimated. It is known. It is recorded. Take him now, and you will have the amount of resentment I promised you. Not from him. He doesn't matter. But from time itself, you will have damaged time, perhaps even future history. And that could cause havoc in high places. Is it a deal? Your ghosts who remain dead for one living subject who isn't due to die for approximately 5 years. Well? Yes.
But I promised.
It has to be. It's gone. They've all gone. Now for our part of the deal.
Steel?
Yes?
I wondered how we were doing.
We're doing fine. You just wait up there, where I told you to wait.
Right.
We'll be leaving soon.
Do I need to collect my things?
I'll let you know.
Winning, are we?
Yes. They have all gone.
Yes.
You sense nothing anymore?
No. There's only that. That's all that's left. It's a pasque flower. They only bloom at Eastertide.
But it's late October.
I know. I think you said it once.
I said what once?
There must be something wrong with a ghost that has feelings.